Good morning. I'm just popping on live to see if any of you are about. You may not be. It's Monday. There's no notice. I just felt like I had it in me to pop on live today and pull some cards. So if you're around, pop on, say hi. I'll pull you a card. It would be good to see you. I hope you're all doing well. Oh, morning, Nikki. Well done. Might just be me and you. I wasn't sure if anyone would see us. And Kelly. Hi. Good. Okay, there's some of you. It's it's been a while. And this morning I thought I've got enough in the pot to go live. So I thought I would and see how you're all doing. So comment on if you'd like a card and I will work where I can, where I'm drawn, and we will go through there. So I'm going to start with Nikki because she was the first person to say hello. So let's have a look for you, Nikki. Just to let you all know, I'm working with the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle today. And Nikki, your card is passion. This is all about things that light you up. Now, as I'm tuning into the energy of this card, there's a real feeling of heaviness. I feel like it's been quite difficult for you. It's been quite restrictive for you. There is this kind of weight that's been carried around. And I know that a large proportion of this year has been focused on just surviving. And I feel that this card is to let you know that it's going to be much brighter, much lighter going forward. So this feels like space to be able to find the things that light you up and follow them, to seek out that enjoyment, the passion, the pleasure in life. So it feels very exciting. But the way I keep seeing it is like really thick, dark smog. And then it's like someone's turned a light on. So this is that card letting you know that there's going to be excitement ahead, passion ahead, fun ahead, and things to make it lighter, brighter, and to aim for. So I hope that makes sense, Nikki. Let's have a look where we're going to go now. Oh, yay. I'm so glad that so many of you are here. I didn't think anyone would come on. Let me just go here with JJ. Hi, JJ. How you doing? Let me pick you a card. You have got realization, becoming aware of our heart-centered truth. And this, it really feels... So the way I'm seeing this, it's like you're stood in the middle and then like slowly falling fireworks. That's the best way I could describe it. These starry, sparkly bits of information coming into you, giving you the understanding of who you are, what you are seeking, how your communication and connection to spirit is going to unfold at this time, what you want from that. It just feels like every single piece of these golden glittery little like falling stars coming in just gives you another piece of the puzzle to help you make sense of what it's all about and what it's for. So it feels very exciting to me. There's definitely this sense of wonder that I'm getting with all of these beautiful lights coming in, this feeling of warmth, this feeling of being loved and supported and knowing that you are expanding into something very, very exciting. So follow your truth. It might not make sense to everybody else. It might not make sense to your logical brain, but there feels like this calling, this direction coming from within you. And that is where you need to be allowing that to guide you, allowing it to take you where it needs to. But feeling really exciting and a lot of unfoldment there. I hope that that makes sense. Where am I going to go? I'm just going to go right to the bottom because then I don't have to feel guilty or worried. Kelly. Hello, Kelly. How are you doing? Let me pick you a card. Oh, Kelly, you have got the card of communication. So, interesting. I feel like I want to talk to you with this card, Kelly, about receiving beneath the surface. But that's how it feels to me. It's like I need you to use your intuition, your psychic abilities, your empathy to understand that what people are saying isn't actually matching up with their energy that's underneath, and finding the truth beneath the surface. So it feels to me like you're surrounded by a lot of people that are communicating stuff, but what they're saying isn't actually what they fully mean. It's like I need you just to go deeper with it and to not have your human reaction to the surface level stuff that's being spoken, but use your intuitive gifts to feel underneath that into what is beneath the surface, what is hidden in the depths. There is definitely space here for miscommunication. If you allow your humanness to take the lead, to take the reign, to tell you what it is, rather than your heart and your intuition and your soul, then there is space for things to be misinterpreted or misunderstood, taken out of context. But this is definitely about you listening, but listening with your senses at what people are saying below. And it will help get that clarity you're looking for and your understanding of what you should be doing and how. That's a random one, isn't it? Let me have a look. Just glugging some coffee because you know that's how I am powered. Right, let me have a look-see. And oh, Kelly's always random. That is hilarious. I don't know. It's just the days we live in, Kelly. I'm always random too. Right, let's scroll down and see where we're going. Where are we going? Kate Sloan. Hello, Kate. How are you? Let me pick you a card. Oh, another communication card. We've got throat chakra. So this is all about self-expression. So where Kelly's card was all about people communicating to her and her needing to understand what's being said beneath the surface, Kate, your card is about your communication. It's about you speaking your truth. It's about you being clear about what is working for you and what isn't working for you. There's this sense here of in your kindness, Kate, in your you always try and make it comfortable for everybody else. You always worry about everybody else's needs, what they want, where they need to be, how they need it. And then this card is actually a reminder that you are valid and important too, and you need to communicate your needs, your truth, what's going on with you. So don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to say, actually, that doesn't work for me, or no, I don't fancy that. Thank you very much. And the people that I know this is a trigger for you. This is why I'm resisting it. So I feel like I want to say the people that don't get it aren't supposed to get it. But the people that do are the ones that you want to invest that time in those relationships and you want to have more of. So it's about you getting clarity about the people in your life and who works for you and who doesn't, who's the right vibration and frequency for you and who isn't. And that will be very clearly defined for you by you starting to speak your truth. This works for me. This doesn't work for me. This is what I want. This is how I need it. And seeing their reactions. So I feel like you've got a bit of a period here of opening up to the reality of the situation, but ultimately it's going to lead you forward with everything you're hoping and looking for. I hope that that makes sense. It's fascinating, isn't it? We've got interesting cards today. Where are we going to go here? Bottom one, Jacqueline Mercer. Good morning, Jacqueline. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Oh, we've got another chakra. We've got the root chakra here. Now, this is all about feeling safe in our human lives so that we can move forward in our spiritual unfoldment. So this is where I feel you're lucky, Jacqueline. You've got homework. You're so very welcome. There is this feeling here of you needing to get human life stuff sorted, organized, off your plate so that you can do your next level of spiritual unfoldment. So it's like you're wanting to rise and expand into new energy, new space, where you want to be in your development. And then there's all the bloody boring human stuff you've got to go through first. And that is where I feel that they're wanting you to focus and concentrate, is get that stuff done. Get all of those boxes ticked, everything sorted out, get everything cleared, aligned, sorted out, because I'm trying to work out, my brain is getting in the way, but I got February and April. So between those dates, in that kind of space, that is when the next stage of unfoldment is coming to fruition for you. And I feel like there's this impatience of want to get started with it now, but actually you'll probably be going, yeah, you're right. I need to sort all this stuff out first. So they're giving you a little carrot of letting you know it's not that far away, really. I know you've waited a long time and you've waited to be ready, and now you know that you are. But just to keep on, know it's coming. I feel like there's going to be a course or a qualification or something that you're doing in that time that's going to take you forward, that you're looking forward to doing. So your time in the meantime needs to be in sorting out, getting ready, getting organized, and that focus. I hope that makes sense. So interesting, isn't it? Oh, Kate, I'm glad that that made sense to you. And Jacqueline, good. Right, where are we going now? We are going right to the bottom where we have got Trudy. I can just about say your name, Trudy. Good morning, Trudy. I'm just going to slug my coffee. Let me mute my... Nobody needs to hear me supping my way through a cappuccino, do they? It's the day of the chakras today. We've got the sacral chakra for you, Trudy. So this is desire, but also balance in the body. I really feel, Trudy, that you need to be having a conversation with your body, with your physical self, about what it needs, what it wants, what it's asking you for, and then give it to it without judging. And this is something I think we really struggle with, especially when we're on a spiritual journey, because we want all the stuff of going out and floating in the ether and being with the spirit world. And the body's the kind of boring bit we're all trying to escape, isn't it? The physical. And I feel that this is just, we need you to get those scales. I keep seeing balance with you, these scales aligned, because that gives you that security to be able to unfold and expand further and do the spiritual and woo things. There's just this sense of needing you. I really feel, Trudy, in honesty, like you need a rest. Like you need to, you know, when your battery's running low, and then it's just even hard to look after yourself or take care of yourself because you are so spent all the time. You're just firefighting on surviving. There is this sense here that I'm getting of needing you to rest, needing you to look after you. I think you've got a lot of, I say drains on your energy, but I mean that with love. But you've got a lot of people in your life who rely on you, who need you, who pull you energetically. You're like a source of, you're like the cog that keeps everybody going, that wheel that keeps everything turning. And when you have that role, it's important to understand how much energy you hemorrhage on a daily basis just to the people in your life. Because I feel like there's a judgment that comes from you, that you almost deny the fact that you need to rest because you're cross with yourself that you need it, because you're judging it, but actually you're keeping so many people going. So this is definitely a card of finding balance, making sure you carve a little bit out for you and making that a priority, and understanding the reason why it is a priority is because if you fall down, everybody falls down. So although in your humanness, you'll be telling yourself you're selfish because you want to rest and you're letting that go and you're not replying to that message and you're cancelling that plan, it's actually very, very necessary because so many people rely on you. I hope that that makes sense. Let's see who's at the bottom. Maria. Hello, Maria. How are you doing? Oh, you've got a lovely card. You've got Miracle. And Miracle is that reminder that anything is possible. So there is definitely potential coming in with you. Again, this feeling of light, light in the dark, guiding lights. I know we're getting near Christmas, so I'm probably just obsessed with the Star of Bethlehem. But there is just this feeling of hope, potential, possibility, a rising up and out of the sludginess, the weightiness, the heaviness, a moving into hope again, a moving into dreaming again, a moving into, actually, I'm not going to cut off that daydream. I'm going to sit with it because I feel like there is hope. And it feels very exciting, very positive. I want to tell you to allow yourself it's like a domino rally is how I'm seeing it. So you have to just allow the first domino to fall, but then you must allow the second, the third, the fourth, and so on to fall. Because when you've been really restricted by life and circumstance and made very sort of, you know, if I said to you, what's your big dream for 2024 now? You'd say, oh, well, it's this. But actually, there's potential for it to be this huge, big, expansive, but you're not going to get from there to there. You need to allow yourself that process of unfoldment. So allow it to expand, to grow as you move back into a more hopeful, more positive frequency that believes anything is possible. I hope that that makes sense. Dibby dibby doo. Where am I going? I'm going here. Hello, Kath. How you doing, love? Let me pick you a card. Your card is empowerment. Oh, this feels like another deep breath that we can finally take here. There's a real sense with empowerment of you taking charge, of you. The energy's always been there, but there's just been this Obviously, I know you, Kath, so I know the year that you and your family have had and how absolutely heartbreakingly difficult it has been, and how you've had to sort of put your stuff on the back burner to be there for people in your life. And this card is a real card of next year just having the space to reach out and grasp your dreams, having the space to get what you want, to follow your dreams, your desires, your hopes, and not feel like you're supporting everybody else. It's like you've been the structure that held everybody up. Everybody else is just going to be put down. They're fine now to get on with their stuff. And now actually it's time for you to support yourself. So a really hopeful, positive card, a little bit of a push. It feels like Spirit are like, we're going to step up for you. You need to step up for us. And let's make this happen. But it feels very, like, finally, very exciting, very positive, very hopeful. Okay, good. Oh, I'm glad that made sense, Maria. I like it when I get to see the little hopes. Linda, hello, Linda. How are you doing? I am very much looking forward to seeing you in January. Let's have a look and see where we go. Oh, you've got healing. And I don't believe that this healing card is so much focused on you receiving healing, but more you giving or doing healing. It feels like a opening out into... You know, Linda, it wouldn't surprise me if you had set up or are planning to set up some sort of healing business where you are going to be offering healing treatment on people. It feels like there's a new venture as part of this healing energy. So it doesn't just feel like healing energy. It feels like a new venture, a new step, a new outlet. I think there is some big excitement coming with you. Some new projects, some stuff to sink your teeth into. Like everything else feels like it's, tied up and sorted. And now it's time for you to follow your path and your dreams. And I do keep feeling like this is to do with you setting up a business. I can't change that. It feels like you're going to be creating a space for people to come to you to receive healing. And that feels magical. I feel quite jealous, actually. Feels lovely. Oh, good. Oh, it's happening. Yes. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to hear all about it in a Marco Pierre White steakhouse in January. Hurrah for us. I'm so excited to see you all. It's going to be like it's like coming home, isn't it? You know what I mean? So exciting. Right, where are we going now? We are going to Hello, Let me pick you a card. Coffee's kicked in, can you tell? Of course we've got another chakra because we've nearly done all of them now, haven't we? Crown chakra. Crown chakra is an energy center in your body that is all about spirit, connection and communication. And when we're talking about spirit, I don't just mean your spirit guides. I don't just mean your loved ones in the spirit world. I also mean your higher self, the part of your soul that resides in spirit and stays there, not the part that's incarnated here. Although, is there a separation? And then I just go down a rabbit hole. But this just feels like downloads. It feels like, I know you know, Luma, what a crown chakra is. You didn't need that slightly mansplaining explanation on how a crown chakra works. It was just for anyone else that was watching. There is this feeling of huge amounts of information coming straight into you. It feels like downloads. It feels like wisdom. It feels like, it doesn't just feel like little bits. It's like philosophy. It's, but exciting and interesting philosophy. If anyone ever says philosophy to me, I go, but actually I spend most of my time philosophizing with spirit. But interesting, engaging, life-changing, profound information coming into you. Expansive, unfolding, exciting. I really want to tell you to record it in some way. Your thoughts, your musings, the ideas, the concepts that are coming in with you, because to you, it might feel like not as profound as I'm experiencing it, but actually there's some really important, necessary, needed information coming in. So I need you to record it, take care of it, act like it's important, and not just the conversation your mind is constantly having. I need you to be treating it with the magnitude that it has. I know there's words in there. It's early in the day for me, but very, very, just feels like a lot is unfolding in you. There's a lot of enlightenment coming. There's a lot of understanding coming. It's like, it's really hard, I think, sometimes, because a lot of what we think we know is broken down, and that can make us feel very vulnerable and very exposed. But just keep following it, keep allowing it, and see where it takes you. It feels very exciting. I hope that makes sense. Right, I've just got to say, while I remember, my advanced mediumship group is once a year, January. It's starting again. It's called Elevate. We've got a couple of spaces left. This is for evidential mediumship. So please do pop on my website, hannahmedium.co.uk, and check it out. And also, have you listened to my podcast, Mediumship Matters? There's a huge amount of information about spiritual connection that is free to listen to. It's available on all podcasting platforms and on YouTube. Would be great for you to check it out. We're having a break before season 5 starts, but I've already got some great interviews lined up, and I cannot wait for you to hear them. Right, where are we going now? Renee. Hello, Renee. Glad you love the podcast. That's nice, isn't it? You commented that nice comment, and now you're going to get a card. Let me have a look for you. Allowance. This is not one of the cards that I like. Not because it's bad, Renee, but just because I'm an impatient Capricorn. That is such a part of my essence that I like to make everything happen for myself. And the very act of allowing it to happen makes me feel deeply uncomfortable. You may not be. You may be more chill than me. But there is definitely a feeling of take your foot off the gas. They're showing it to me like a boat on the river. And the boat has got the engine running, and it's doing, and the team are making things happen. And actually, all you need to do is turn off the engine, fold the sail. I'm sure that's called something more exciting than that. And just allow the tide, the river, to take you where it needs to. The rapids, there's another word I'm looking for. Just allow the flow. So you've been heard. Spirit know what you want. They know what you're asking for. They are working on it. But in the meantime, the best thing you can do is just take your foot off the gas and allow yourself to be carried. And hopefully you have a personality that won't resist that and fight that like I do. But fantastic. There's a real sense of ease and recharging here for you, which is rather wonderful. Okie dokes, where are we going now? Oh, you are very welcome, Renee. And right down to the bottom. Hello, Karen. How are you doing? Let me pick you a card. Conception. Oh, this is all about big ideas for you. Manifesting, creating, expanding, unfolding. I'm just chucking words at you. I'm aware of that, but I'm trying to feel into the energy. There's just this complete newness, completely out of your comfort zone, completely out of what you've expected, completely out of. There's just big change coming for you, Karen, but in a really good way. It might feel a bit uncertain and unexpected and difficult, but it is absolutely getting you to where you need to be. So you need to trust that you are being guided by spirit, guided by your own soul. And I know that's an easy thing to say and a hard thing to do, but there is definitely a newness coming in with you and unexpectedness. This time next year, you will be looking back at your 2024 and going, God, that took me on a ride that was completely unexpected. But it's going to get you where you need to be. Really, really exciting. I hope that makes sense, Karen. It feels really good, really excited. Exciting. I am going to head off this platform now and I'm going to go over to TikTok. I've never gone live on TikTok and I set myself a little target today of trying it. So I'm going to go over to TikTok and try. And I just wanted to warm up on Facebook where I know you all and it's much easier. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope to catch you again on a live. I'm trying to work very much when it feels in alignment. I'm going to pop on, but hopefully at some point I'll get into my usual Capricorn planning state and be able to give you all some notice. But thank you very much, and I will catch up with you all again soon.